Hi, welcome to ShowMeTheCurry.com. I'm Hital.
I'm Anuja, and today we're going to show you how to make Panchmela Daal. Now this is a combination of 5 dals. Panch means 5, and these are the ones we are using. But again, you can use any kinds that you like.
So we are using 5 daals, but we're using them in different proportions. So our biggest amount is our tur dal. We're using 1 cup here. For moong dal, both with the shell and without the shell, we're using ½ cup of each. Chana Daal, we're using 1/4 cup, and our urad dal, we're using 2 tablespoons. So we combined all of these dals and we washed it really well and let all the dirty water drain out. And then we soaked it in water for 30 minutes. So here's what it looks like, all soaked. They've increased in size. And we added all these soaked dals to our pressure cooker. Again, we drained out all the soaking water and just kept the dal in here, and we're going to add some fresh water now. Here's 4 cups of water. And we're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt.
Going to mix it. We're going to close the pressure cooker and we're going to put it on the stove and let it go for 1 whistle and then turn it off, because it has been soaking, the dals have been soaking, so it doesn't need anything more than that.
And of course you're going to need a lot more water too later on, but because it's in our pressure cooker right now and size limitations, we're going to add this much for now. While the pressure cooker is going, meanwhile, we have a pan with 1 tablespoon of oil and ½ tablespoon of ghee or clarified butter heating up.
And once the oil is hot, we're going to add 1 bay leaf and 1 dry red chili. And to that, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Allow them to sizzle. We're going to add in 5 cloves and 5 peppercorns roughly crushed, and immediately after that 1 medium onion finely chopped. Oops, we forgot, we have to add 1/4 teaspoon of Asafoetida or hing and ½ teaspoon of turmeric powder, haldi. And once the onions are coated with the oil, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of ginger, 1 tablespoon of garlic, and green chilies to taste. And everything has been minced well. We're also going to add very little salt, just to get the onions to cook faster.
Once the onions have cooked for about 2 or 3 minutes, we'll add 1 large tomato that we've pureed. Mix it well and allow this to cook until the oil separates. Okay, it's whistled once. We're going to switch off the stove for the pressure cooker. Okay, so the oil is separating from the mixture here. It's perfect, ready to go.
And our pressure cooker whistled 1 time, we turned it off, we allowed the pressure to go down by itself. And let's have a look. Oh yes.
Perfect.
Yes. And the dal does look like it's very soft, and that's exactly how we want it. Look at it. Beautiful.
This is ready.
All right.
And mix it through. And now we're going to thin it down with additional water. So that's 3 cups of water in there right now. And if you're having this with rice or chapatis, this is a perfect consistency. But if you're going to have this with as like dal baati with batis, then you probably need to thin it down just a little bit more. An additional cup.
Okay, we'll also add our dry spices at this time. 1 tablespoon of coriander powder or dhania powder. 1 teaspoon of garam masala. 1 teaspoon cumin powder or jeera. ½ teaspoon red chili powder or to taste.
And we'll mix this and allow it to come to a boil.
Today has been a day of goof ups. We've been making one mistake after another. I don't know why. It's one of those...
We're humans.
Oh, thank God.
So here's the mistake that we made. When we added all the dry masalas in, they should have gone into the oil right after the oil separated from the onions. We should have put in all the dry masalas and let them fry for just another minute or so. But we forgot.
Yes, we did. But you know, it's okay.
It's okay. And nothing drastic happens.
Right.
But
when you make it, please add it in, and add the hing and the haldi, the asafoetida and the turmeric at the right time also, before the onions, and add the spices before you add the dals. Well,
it's okay.
you live, you learn.
Absolutely. Okay, once the dal comes to a boil, we're going to switch off our stove.
And add some lime or lemon juice to taste, and lots of cilantro.
Beautiful. And work on our seasoning.
So Rajasthani cuisine, we'll have additional tadka on top. We've got 1 teaspoon of ghee. And to this we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of red chili powder.
Now the temperature of this oil is not as hot as we normally do for seasoning, otherwise the red chili will burn. This way it just releases the color. Look how beautiful it looks.
And for this recipe we have to thank Ruchira. She gave us this awesome recipe and we're really loving it.
I love it. So like we mentioned before, you can have this yummy dal with either rice or chapati or with baati, and we have a video for that also, so please check that out and you can have yourself a Rajasthani fest.
Yes.
It's so delicious.
But this dal is actually also made in the UP area, and we make it with a combination of different dals. So you can pretty much use any dal that you want, or any of these leftover dals.
Have in your pantry.
Finish it off. This is a perfect way. It tastes really good, and every time it tastes different. So thank you, Ruchira, for this awesome recipe, and join us again on another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com.
Adding a pinch of spice to your life.